test out some of the pickups that we have on the range. We're also like in the middle station. We're looking to have some salads that are easier to plate. One is going to be the charred cabbage salad, which we are changing to charred cabbage slaw instead of salad, which will give us a little bit more wiggle room on like the way the dressing is there. Is our hope, is our guess. So cabbage salad is going to be pre-mixed at the beginning of the service for that service. We have the backup if we need to mix it on the fly, but in general, cabbage salad is going to be a dish that is going to be batched now instead of mixed to order. Another salad that we're adding that is going to be batched and mixed and not mixed to order is going to be the dish that we are calling Beets by May. It is a whole grain and roasted beet salad. It's pretty simple. It's just roasted beets that are seasoned, cooked wheat berries, julienne watermelon radish, mint, chives. It will have pepitas as an element, as like a garnish element, but we don't have those in house right now, so I'm going to leave them off. What I'm going to show you guys right now is what I think we're going to start with as the general like service batch size for this beet salad. This is me being extremely conservative. It is a 5x batch. So I'm not expecting to sell more than 5 wheat berry salads per any given service. So what I have is a mixing bowl. I'm going to tear that bad berry out. I'm familiar with. I have cooked wheat berries. I'm going to add 250 grams of wheat berries. I'm going to add 250 grams of roasted, peeled, diced, and seasoned beets. One of the big things for this salad being pre-dressed is that the beets kind of make everything purple, which is good because it makes it less brown. It's sad when you just have brown wheat berries. We're also going to need watermelon radish. Emily, can I get that knife? So another thing that you guys might have noticed is that a lot of these dishes are utilizing the same ingredients or same garnishes. That is again to try and like consolidate the amount of prep that we need to do. We're going to need to prep a lot more of them than we have previously, but ideally everybody will kind of be like working prep projects throughout the day, and you know, like it's going to be better off for us to be prepping smaller amounts of things multiple times than to like try to do like a whole bunch at once. So keep in mind that like we're going to be asking you guys to all be paying a lot more attention as to where we are on mise levels and paying attention to like how much more we're going to need to get through the night. And because so many more dishes are relying on the same amount of mise, it's going to be a lot more interesting or a lot more like involved to keep track of how many dishes are taking X amount of minutes. All right, so 250 grams of beets, 250 grams of grains, 125 grams. Watermelon radish, which I probably won't have here. If this is stored, if you're mixing this salad with watermelon radish that's stored in water, make sure it's well drained. The water will affect the end seasoning. And I'm gonna need a little bit more. Oh, I never did the Gabby.
Doing good, doing good. Great.
125 grams. It's going to take 15 grams of mint, which we are going to be cutting straight into the salad. I'm going to have exact amounts on this probably tomorrow, but my hope is that we'll basically be putting like 2/3 of the mint into the salad. So in this instance, I'm going to aim for about 12. Sure. And then there will be some mint left over in the cost of this dish that is going to be like what you're going to be garnishing the dish with. Chives, I'm going to be looking for 10 grams. For this, we're just going to take our standard garnish chives, cut up. Arguably, this salad would be a great home for chives that are maybe not cut super great, or like maybe are just looking a little sad. They're there as a flavor component more than like a visual aspect of this salad. They basically disappear visually. So if you do have chives, if you're like, well, these chives are cut today and are great for garnish, but I have all these other chives that are just going to be wasted, like put them in the salad. That's a good home for them. That's a good way for us to like control waste, control herbs. For dressing, this dressing is seasoned. The wheat berries are seasoned and the beets are seasoned. So this salad requires, based off of these amounts, requires no added salt. This is a 5x batch, 10 grams per batch, so 50 grams of dressing.
Thanks so much. Teresa, thank you.
Thank you! Wearing gloves, obviously. So this is what I've got in the bowl. Big old pile of green, big old pile of radishes, some beets, and some wheat berries. It doesn't require too much mixing to get the components distributed. The radishes do have a habit of like clumping together, so you do want to make sure that those are broken well up. And the more you can mix this guy, the brighter the radishes will become as they take on the color from the beet, which is a good plus for us. And again, like the rest of like the wheat berries, as we get into it, will kind of take on some of that color as well, which will help make it look beautiful. All right, so that's a pretty well mixed salad. We're gonna taste it to make sure it's seasoned. Despite the fact that everything going in it is seasoned, anytime that we're mixing a batch of salad, you don't know exactly where seasoning is on the components that you're putting into it, so you want to test it because this is going to be sitting around all day. The other thing to consider is that as it sits around all day, it might need to be reseasoned. So one of the things that we're going to probably be including in the transition time, there's going to be a check of any pre-mixed salads. We're going to check for seasoning. We're going to check for quality. We're going to make sure they're not garbage. It might mean that we're producing more waste. It's going to be helpful for us, for everybody to be paying attention to like how quickly salads go, how fast we're turning them over, what batch sizes we should be maybe considering. All of that information is stuff that Emily and myself can't keep track of 100%. So as much reporting on this stuff as possible would be excellent. All right, so my total salad amounts is going to be 125, 135, 140 grams on the plate, roughly. We're going to be going into the dragon minis for this guy. And my hope is that lucky. We could 150 grams. Basically dish it out, or at least like have a good sense of like you guys just being able to grab a handful. Dishers are useful, but I think at a certain point, everybody knowing like what the weight should look like, how much it fills the plate, etc., is maybe the expectation that we're going to have. I crushed all my mint, but there's some mint garnish on top.
Seeds, no seeds now.
No seeds right now because I don't have pepitas in house, but I'm hoping to have pepitas in house tomorrow so we can put them on there. That's my nuisance.